Very good morning, dear students. So today we will be starting first B exercise of statistics and statistical data. As I've already explained you the basic about this exercise in the previous lecture, I hope that you are remembering it. If you are not, then go back, watch the video, okay, properly from the last section, and just have a basic about the this exercise. Okay, so let's start with the first question. I'm reading it. The number of roses in a garden on 30 days of a month is recorded as below. Of 30 days, you are given the number of roses in the garden. Answer the following for the above data. Now you have to answer the following data. Okay, so the very first question, what does this say is that what type of collection of data is. So what type of collection this data is? This is a raw data. So you can write the first answer as raw data. Second one, what is the range of the collection? I've explained you how to find the range of the collection, as range is equal to highest frequency, highest value minus lowest or least value. So if you can see from your table the highest value, let me just check. The highest value is 68 and the lowest value is 40. So that is how you got 28. So 28 is the range of the data. What is the frequency of 50? Write the telemark of the frequency of 50. What is the frequency? That means how much times 50 is coming, you have to write it. Okay, so just count it, that how much time. 5 times. Okay, so the answer of the frequency, you have to write the frequency of 50 is 5. And how do you represent in the telemark? 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth one it cuts. So this is the telemark. Write the data in arrayed form. How will you write the data in the arrayed form? In the ascending order. Could you please write this in the ascending order? So that will be the answer of the D1. Now if you come to second question, same, the data, what type of classification is what is the type of this class intervals? So as you can see that 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55. See, let me just read the question. If the collection of the data in the question number 1 be grouped into class interval. From the first question, if we grouped this in class intervals like 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 60, and so on up to 65 to 70, then what is the type of this class intervals? What is the type of this class intervals? It is a overlapping class intervals, because as you can see that there are no difference in the upper limit of the first class interval and the lower limit of the second class interval should be same. If it is same, then we say that is a overlapping interval, and it is not, so this is overlapping. Now write the telemark, frequency, and class limits, class boundary. Could you write this? Because see, these are very easy questions which you can easily do. Okay, see the third one also, you are given with some telemarks and you have to count the frequency, and you are given with, in the second one you are given with frequency, you need to make telemarks. This you can do. Question number 4, if the class intervals of a frequency distribution be 6 to 14, 14 to 22, then determine the class limit and class boundary of the interval 22 to 30, the class size and the class mark. Okay, let me do this thing. Okay, here is the fourth question. If the class interval of the frequency be 6 to 14, 14 to 22, 22 to 30, 30 to 38, then determine the class limits and class boundary. So the class limit of 22 to 30 are 22 and 30, and the class boundary of 22 to 30 will also be 22 to 30. I explained you yesterday that for the overlapping intervals, your class limit and class boundaries are same, and for the non-overlapping, that will see don't worry. So just remember, for the overlapping intervals, class intervals, your class limit and class boundaries are totally same. Second question, class size. What is class size? Upper limit minus lower limit. So 22 minus 14 will give you 8. Class mark of 44 to 22, it will be upper limit plus lower limit. Yeah, lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So 14 plus 22 upon 2, which is 36 upon 2. The answer is 18. Okay. Okay. Let us see the very next question, fifth one. If the class intervals of a frequency distribution be 16 to 25, 26 to 35, 36 to 45, and 46 to 55. Now my question to you is it a overlapping or non-overlapping? If the answer is non-overlapping, then this is correct. Okay, because the upper limit of this interval is not matching with the lower limit of this interval, hence this is a non-overlapping interval. So the things will be different now. Let me just teach you that how you can change this non-overlapping interval into the overlapping interval. Okay. If I ask you how much difference you are seeing here, so how much difference is this? From 25 it is going from 26, that means 1 difference. What is the half of 1? This is 0.5, isn't it? You are having 1 divided by 2, you will get 0.5. So this is the factor which you need to subtract from the lower limit and add in the add in the upper limit. Have you understood? Let me repeat it. How much the difference you are getting, that is we are getting 1 in this case, just half it, you'll get 0.5. So that 0.5 you need to subtract in this lower limit, and on the other hand you have to add it into the upper limit. So if you subtract 0.5 or half from 16, you will get 15.5, and you need to add, so 25.5. Now subtract 0.5 from 26, you will get 25.5 to 35.5. Again you do the same thing here, subtract 0.5, so 35.5, and add it here, and same thing here also. So now can you see that we have converted this non-overlapping interval into overlapping interval. Now it would be very easy for us to do the things. Class limit of 36 to 45 will be same 36 to 45, because we only have to see the class limits, its limit. Okay, so this will be same. Okay, class boundaries will be different. Now your boundaries will be 30 for this 36 to 45, it will be 35.5 to 45.5. What will be the class size? Class size will be what? So it will be upper limit minus lower limit, but we have to see its corrected one. So upper limit is what? 35.5 minus lower limit is 25.5. The answer is 10. Class mark will be of 25 to 35. Upper limit plus lower limit divide by 2. You can take for this 26 to 35. You can take this also. Upper limit plus lower limit divide by 2. You will get same answer. And if you take this also, you will get the same answer. Okay. There's nothing in it. Why? Because we have subtracted the 0.5. So added also. So the change is nullified, and with this also we'll get the same answer, and with this also we'll get the same answer. Your third question is the class interval when changed into overlapping class interval. So if you change this into this, so the third answer is this only. Okay, you need to change the non-overlapping to overlapping. Okay. So here is the table which I have made. Let me read the question and explain you. The distances of the residence of 25 students from their school are observed to be as following. So the survey has been done on the 25 students from their residence to the school. So some kilometers are there. Okay. The very first question, what are the frequency and cumulative frequency of the value 12? So you need to find the frequency and cumulative frequency of 12. How to do? So first, see, I've made a column where I've written 1 to 18. Okay. where I have not written for the 15 because the 15 was not there. Okay, so that is why, since 1, 2 and 11 are also not there, but no problem, we can put one hyphen here like this. So 1 to 18 I have written, and with the help of telemark, seeing each and every data, I've made such strokes. Okay, secondly, frequency I've counted 0 0 2 2 4 0 3 3 1 3 0 2 1 2. Okay, now let me explain you what do you mean by cumulative frequency. Cumulative means you have to go forward, you have to move forward and adding all the previous values. So let me explain you how do we create cumulativeness in this. So first of all, 0, we write 0 as it is. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 2, 2. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 0, 8. 8 plus 3, 11. 11 plus 3, 14. 14 plus 1, 15. 15 plus 3, 18. 18 plus 0, 18. 18 plus 2, 20. 20 plus 1, 21. 21 plus 2, 23. 23 plus 1, 24. And 24 plus 1, 25. So this says you are correct. How I have checked? Because there were 25 students and I got 25 at the end. So this is, it checks or confirms that your answer is correct. So let me just give you one mnemonic for remembering how to find the cumulative frequency. First of all, we write this. Add this, you will get this. Then add with this, you will get this. Then like this. So at each and every step, you need to add the things. All right. I hope you have understood this thing. Okay. Now, let us see the questions. The very first question is, what is the first question? What are the frequency and the cumulative frequency of 12? This is 12. This is the frequency and this is the cumulative frequency. Okay. So frequency is 2 and cumulative frequency is 20. Second question. If the data are grouped in overlapping class intervals, then determine the frequency and the cumulative frequency of 5 to 10. If you are doing this, if you are writing this table in the overlapping interval, so what does this says? 5 is included but 10 is excluded. So you can just check that. If you can see, they are trying to ask of this interval, right? 5 to 10. So that is what 5 will be included, but we will not include 10. It will go in the another interval. That means the value of this 10, the frequency of 10 will go in this interval. So we will accept from 5 to 9. So just see this 5 to 9. If you could count 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10 plus 1, 11. So the frequency is what? 11. Can you tell me what will be the cumulative frequency? So cumulative frequency will be 15. Why? Because you are adding from the top. So you don't have to add 8 plus 8 plus 11 plus 14 plus 15. No. This will be the last will be the cumulative frequency of this. So what will be cumulative frequency? We'll write 15. Okay. Now come to the second question. What does this says? That the data are grouped in the non-overlapping interval, then determine the frequency and cumulative frequency of 6 to 11. If this is a cumulative, if this is a non-overlapping interval, then you have to accept 6 and 11. From 6 to 11 you have to accept it. Okay, this means how much? See, this 6 will also be included and this 11 will also be included. Okay, so could you tell me what will be the frequency? Then now we need to count this much. 3 plus 3, 9, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10. So frequency is what? 10. And can you tell me the cumulative frequency? Cumulative frequency will be the last. So your CF is what? 18. So like this you have to see. Okay. Now I hope you'll do 8th and 8th question. Okay. I'll just do from 9th one we'll see, and in the next lecture we'll finish this chapter. Okay, and then we'll head to the graphical representation of statistical data. Okay, so do practice. Okay, Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.